Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this, then that means that you've made it into the base, like we've told you to. Which, by the way, congrats. I'm not gonna take too long with explaining why you need to be here, but I know that you chaotics were busy with other things, but with Exetro taking over the world, it seemed like a better idea to just have you guys do what I'm about to tell you guys to do. So first off, you're probably wondering why we told you guys to go into this base. Well, the reason is pretty simple. Besides just, escaping Exetro, we told you to be at this base because there is a copy of the Master Emerald inside the base, which you guys should be right next to if you're at the part of the base which we told you to go to. Anyways, this emerald is almost as strong as the real Master Emerald, and because of that we need someone to protect it from Exetro. As you know, he's trying to collect all the powerful items in the world, so and as far as we know, Knuckles is probably missing, so it made more sense to have you guys as a team protect the emerald instead of, hiring someone that we don't really have much knowledge of or something like that. Now, something you need to know is that this base, as you already know, is pretty abandoned. There is faulty wiring and stuff, but it's not that bad. It's not like gonna cause a fire or anything like that. The only thing you need to worry about is the systems that could go wrong in your base at any time. Since, well, this base was meant to be like a temporary base for Robotnik, I'm pretty sure that some systems, like, they weren't like programmed correctly or something like that. So usually he would like send his badniks to, go fix the systems if they ever went wrong, but in this case you're not Robotnik and you don't have badniks. So if such a thing were to happen, you might need to go outside of your base and go fix the systems manually. Now, it's not too hard, but it's something that you need to be careful with. Now, you can tell how your systems are doing by looking at the systems monitor. That's the very big screen in your base. It should tell you whether the systems are online or not. When they do, and by that I mean when they go offline, it should tell you right away. However, you can also see how these systems are doing by checking the cameras. If you look into the cameras, I don't know which one exactly, but one of them on the very top of the map on your cameras, you should see like a giant light bulb. That's what powers the light in this whole building. Now, I know you're probably wondering why is the base still kind of dark. Well, the reason why is because this base is entirely powered by the Master Emerald, the fake one. So, because of that, it kind of uses up quite a lot of power, because this emerald not only gives you light, but it also gives you the ventilation, and also powers your cameras. So it's important that you use little power as possible, just so that, it doesn't get wasted or anything like that. So please be careful with how you use your power. And there should be another camera that shows like one of those plant capsules that Robotnik had. That is what powers the ventilation. As you may have known, like when Little Planet showed up, Robotnik, he would like make capsules and like use flowers and stuff. Well, he's using that here to, give the air in the base, since it's all on the ground. And it should tell you what percentage its health is. So you can always check it through the cameras. And when it gets to 0, well, I'm pretty sure you know what happened. Another system that's in the base, but you can't see it on the cameras, is the camera systems. Now, if I recall correctly, it should be near the ventilation system. You might need to go check for yourself. What I do know is that these systems are pretty loud, so when you get near them, you should be able to hear where it's at, and then just, go up to it. It doesn't tell you exactly how much health it has, but you can tell by looking at the speed of the flashing lights. And by that I mean, like, if they are going super fast, then they are doing just fine. If it's getting slow, then it's a little low on health, and I would recommend, fixing it. And if it's not flashing at all, then the systems are off, in which in that case, if you look at the cameras after that, you won't be able to see anything. So you might need to fix that whenever possible. Now, if Exetro does end up showing up in your base, your only way of preventing him from getting inside is closing the door that's on the right side of your base. Now, if you're wondering how this even works, well, it's an anti-teleport door. So Exetro can't teleport through the door. He has to come in when it's open, which, you can't leave it open. Now, of course, you have to leave it open at some times, to preserve power and stuff. So I'd recommend closing the doors only when absolutely necessary. Now, something you might need to worry about is that if the systems go off when Exetro's near your base, you might need to live with that until he gets away. And when he does, I'd recommend, leaving your office area and go fix the systems. Now, of course, this does come with the risk of getting caught by Exetro, and that's something you don't want. So I'd recommend be careful. I would not recommend fighting him, since after all he did take over the whole world already, so I wouldn't bother doing that. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. Exetro should not be in your base, since he's still looking around and stuff. But according to the satellite footage that we have, it seemed like he was following you guys to the base. So he might be getting close by, but you should have nothing to worry about for now. So instead, just take your time, explore the base, get comfortable with it, learn where everything is, so that if anything were to happen, you'd be prepared, and you can go through this just fine. You just need to stay in that base for a few days until we come and pick you up, or when Sonic shows up and stops him, which, by the way, we don't know where he is, and he's been missing for some time, so it might take a while. Anyways, that's all for now, and see you tomorrow. You